Having greater viewing angles often is a quality we look for on any type of displays, but here I am trying to reduce it deliberately. In this video, I'll go over why it might be useful in some scenarios, go through the install process. Spoiler alert, it's just like any other screen protector application, discuss the effectiveness in protecting your privacy, and give you my thoughts at the end. So here's the story. I get motion sickness quite easily, so unlike most people when traveling here, everyone seems to be on their phone and I usually just look out the window and enjoy the view. But lately, when traveling on the train and being out and about in a crowded city, I noticed that I can quite easily see what other people are doing on their phones. I see a lot of people playing mobile games, interestingly. If it's me, for sure I'll be sick. Literally. Now I must say I don't deliberately try and spy on other people's phone, and you shouldn't do it. Most of the time I just notice it and I just look away. Then it dawned on me. Although I don't use my phone very much, I did want to add a bit of protection in case people can see my screen, sometimes even in elevators for example. I always used a regular glass screen protector the moment I take my phone out of the box, and amazingly, they always seem to last for a very long time. They don't scratch, crack, even if I have dropped it a few times. Anyway, reluctantly, I removed my normal glass shield and replaced it with a special privacy one. The install process is pretty straightforward, the same as a regular one. Make sure the surface is clean, blow the dust away, apply, wait for it to stick itself in place, press the corner air bubbles out. Simple. Well, except for the dust, it's usually a headache trying to make sure there's zero dust underneath the screen, but let's move on. Now here's the important part. How does it work? I don't know how it works, but I mean in terms of its effectiveness. It depends how you view it, literally of course. There's a fine balance to be made here. If it restricts the angle too much, you're left with a crappy viewing angle. On the flip side, you want it to block other people from seeing your display. I'm sure that was the whole point in the first place. I'm not sure if different brands of privacy glass shield will yield different results. The one I got here only blocks the screen from left and right side in portrait mode. Top or bottom doesn't reduce the viewing angle at all. This means if people are next to you, it works fairly well, but if they are behind you, taller than you, although less likely below and in front of you, yes, they can still see the screen quite clearly. At first I was quite surprised that it didn't block that much, but I think it's just enough for the people right next to you. There is one slightly more noticeable issue besides from the limiting viewing angle, which is obviously the whole point as mentioned, but I noticed a very minor change to the display with this privacy glass. There is a strange effect where it looks like I can see the pixel more, or things look like they have more aliasing or steps to them. The fact that the glass is blocking the light probably has some impact on the way the light is coming from the display itself. It's only a minor issue, but noticeable nonetheless. Second issue is when you're trying to show someone something on the phone, you can't really see what you're pointing or swiping at since now your own view is blocked. So in conclusion, if I'm not traveling on public transport or live in a crowded city, I probably won't recommend or bother with it as it does impact the display ever so slightly. However, I am glad there's a little improvement in blocking people from spying on my phone. Not that there's anything major that I need to hide, but still, who doesn't want a little bit of privacy, right? Anyway, I'm curious to know what you guys think. Did you know such screen protector existed? Do you mind if people can see your screen? With that being said, my name is Joe, and if you made it this far into the video, I just want to say a huge thank you for watching. If you liked this video, perhaps you could give me a like, leave a comment, or even subscribe for more content like this. If not, consider watching these videos that YouTube suggests. I'll hopefully see you in the next video.